to another video of CambiHub, and in today's video we'll be doing chapter databases. And obviously this is yet another important chapter for your syllabus. It is one of the most easiest thing on your paper 2. So paper 2 has a lot of places where you can lose marks, especially the 15 marker. So it is recommended that you do this chapter carefully, because this is the one which can save or reserve a few marks for you. Starting with the chapter, what is a database? So as you can see, a database is an organized collection of data into tables. So databases is generally used by people, those who have large amount of data which needs to be organized. For example, let's take an example of a school, right? A school has a lot of classes, and all of those data of the students, right? Have they paid the fees or not? Do they wear the uniform or not? Maybe let's say just a record of a student. They can create a database, especially a place where a school, or you can say a hospital or a shopkeeper, to keep a track of their items and whatever purchases have been done. They can use databases where there are multiple tables. A database can have multiple tables of different types of data. For example, one database named some school, let's say hello school, right? Some database named hello school can have multiple tables. For example, one table could be for 9th grade, another table could be for 10th grade, another table could be for 11th grade, another table could be for 12th grade. So for different tables for different classes, right? Now how is this database managed? So we call it a database management system, and one of the most famous examples for that is MS Access, which is Microsoft software to manage databases. The programming language which is used to control all of this databases and stuff, there is one graphical UI also which can be used, but your syllabus specifically targets on SQL or SQL, which is structured query language, which is a language through the code you can control database, right? So let's see a sample table, how a database looks like. So this is what a sample table in a database looks like. These are called fields. So serial number, class, and date, these all are fields. Whereas the rows in it, right, we do not count the first row because that is for the titles. That is for the title of the fields. Below that, all of these are the records. All of these are the records of the table. So rows and columns, fields and records, the same logic, but this is the field, right? Serial number is a field, class is a field, date is a field, and these are the records, right? Databases can have multiple tables. I just told you, we know that. Now what is a primary key? Now a primary key is used to identify a table. It is always unique, it is not null. It is used to identify a table. Now what do I mean by identifying a table? Identifying a table means there are many tables in a database. How would you identify, or if you want to find someone's, let's say we have a data of a class, right? There's a classroom data. Now my name is Pranay, right? There can be 2 to 3 Pranays, right? There can be 2 to 3 Pranays. Anyone else can also have the same name as me. So how would I differentiate between them, right? Hence we create a primary key which is unique, which does not have any repeating data, right? Which is which can be something like serial number, right? So as you can see, people can be of the same class, or people can have the same date, or people can have the same names, but everyone will have a different serial number. So a field such as a serial number can be called a primary key, which uniquely identifies a record in a table, right? Now these are the data types. Like we did data types for pseudocodes in programming, there are data types for databases also. Text or alphanumeric is something which is self-explanatory. Any long text or short text, long or short text you write is text slash alphanumeric. Character is a single character, a single amount in a single field, a single box, a single text. That is a character, a single character basically. Boolean is obviously true or false, yes or no. Anywhere, any field where you are required to put only true or false, only two options are there. Any two options, 1 or 0, any two options. This is the right data type for that field. Integer. Integer is something where you have numbers, but numbers should not have decimals. For decimals, we have a data type called real. So you need to understand the difference between these two data types. So integer is something where you don't have a decimal point, right? The format of the numbers is not with a data with a decimal point. Whereas real, sorry, excuse me, real are the numbers which have points, which have decimals, right? Obviously, date slash time is for a specific format, uh, month slash day slash year. That specific format, date slash time, is the data type for date and time. Now, how do we structure a query as an SQL language? To structure an SQL language, this is the structure: select, from, where, order by. So select is used to select the fields on which we need to do the operation on. Maybe we need to edit a field, we need to, select a field, display a field, we need to output a field. Anything you want to do with any field, we'll put it in select, right? From is where we state that these fields, where are they from which table are they from, because our database can contain many tables, right? So this is where we specify the table name. Where is where we put our condition, the operation, the actual operation that needs to be done on these fields, we state that here. And lastly, we have order by. This is optional, we do not usually write this. We can write this if you want to arrange the fields in ascending order or in descending order. And these are some operators that we can use: equal to, greater than, less than equal to, less than equal to, less than equal to, greater than equal to, not equal to. In pseudocodes in Python, in pseudocodes in Python, we learned that exclamation equal to. In pseudocodes Python, we learned that not equal to is done in this way. But in databases, please keep in mind it is done in this way, right? Now, between is used whenever we have a range of values. Between is used whenever we have a range of values. And, or, and not, they work similarly to what we did in Boolean logic. They have the same logic. So this is the summary of the whole chapter. Let's do a sample question to enhance our understanding. Opening today's sample question, which is October-November 2023, paper code 220478. Let's read the question. A database called Horses stores details about the horses kept at a sanctuary. So we have the code of the horses, the breed of the horses, the breed origin, where are the horses from, their gender, their age, and when they were arrived. We have these data, right? The first question says, state the number of records in this table. Let's count the amount of records. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So there are 18 records. Next question. Get the name of the field that is most suitable for the primary key. Remember, primary key is a field which needs to be unique. It does not need to have repeated values. Now, if you see, all of the other fields have repeated values. There is only one field, which is the code, which does not have a repeated value. So the field will be code. And why? Because it is unique and it is not null. What do we mean by null? Null means zero. It's null means zero. It does not have a zero and it is unique. That's why it needs to be the primary key. Moving on to the next set of questions, where they ask us to state the appropriate data type. They have given the data types. They don't usually always do that, right? They have given the data types. We need to state which field is of which data type. So let's see breed. If you see from the table, breed is just simple text. So breeds data type will be text, right? Then gender. Now, if you see, gender only has two values, which is male and female. So we can use Boolean here. We can use Boolean here. Then we have age. Age is in numbers with no decimals, so we'll use integer. We'll use integer. Arrived. So this is date slash time. So this is date slash time. Now the next question is a structured query language question, SQL question, which states complete the structured query language to return the following code, to return the code and breed. So what do we need to output? Let's make notes side by side. We need to output two things, the code and breed, right, of all horses whose breed originated in Scotland. So condition is, there's a condition to it, right, whose breed originated in Scotland, right? So this is the condition that we have. Looking at the format, first we always have select, because these are the fields that we need to select, that we need to do the operation on. These are the two fields, so select will come here. From, we always mention the table's name. So as we read in the question, the table's name is horses. So from, we'll write horses, right? You have to write as it is, whatever it's there in the question. Then it says where dash is equal to Scotland. So where, whose breed originated in Scotland. So where breed is equal to Scotland. I hope databases is clear to you. This was a pretty short video, but this is all for databases. And I think after this you got clarity on this chapter. If you like the video, please like it. Please subscribe to our channel. We'll make more videos like this soon. You can also join our community, of which we'll give the link in the description. This is Pranay Arora from CambiHub signing off. I'll meet you in the next lecture.